Astrious stumbled out of the warehouse, the echoes of Canadian thunder still reverberating in his mind. The raw skin of his hands had taken a beating, a testament to the rage he couldn't contain. Empathy had deserted him, replaced by a phenomenon that had expanded ever since Xavier had entered his life. An ineffable anger brewed within him, turning his insides into a cauldron of chaos. He felt useless, constantly playing the part of the background character in someone else's story. The dictionary he imagined in his mind had only one word for him: temporary. As he stepped onto the muddy alley, his thoughts raced back to his father, the man whose photograph had spun around his memory like a carnival ride, each rotation revealing a little more of their shared past. There was a time when he believed he could mirror his father's strength, powerful like a Roman god. Yet, now he felt more akin to a rat, scurrying through the underbelly of life, paralyzed by the grip of mediocrity. Colombia had become a distant world, one where he projected his fears and ambitions, the glow of a blogging community lighting the dark corners of his uncertainty. He had sought solace in the fervent discussions, the kind that made the blood boil with justified passion, yet left him feeling empty. It was as if he had been fed snippets of greatness, only to find the nourishment hollow. He squeezed into his jacket, its fabric worn thin, much like his patience. The tomb of the warehouse had left him feeling suffocated, a weight pressing down on his chest. His surroundings felt foreign, a landscape inhabited by illusions rather than reality. The Soviet moose had long since disappeared into a fog of memory, and Ali, his friend from undergrad, had become just another name associated with a college prank long forgotten. Wallace, another of life's tyrants, had voiced disdain for their artistic aspirations, spitting out his words like venom. Find your place, Astrious, or remain nothing. Those words echoed now, climbing back into his consciousness like a vengeful specter. Astrious resisted the urge to scream, his emotions flaring like fireworks, completely out of control. 19 years had passed between hope and despair, each year a captured moment, a gif of struggling to connect in an increasingly disconnected world. He was a fragile creature, hanging tight to the experiences that shaped him, the complexity of life laid out before him like a tapestry, beautiful yet frayed at the edges. A snap of branches behind him jolted him back to the moment. He turned to find a raccoon rummaging through the trash, its eyes reflecting the dim light like twin lanterns in the dark. It reminded him of a family he once dreamed of having, a family that could offer warmth amid this freezing existence. "Is this what I've come to?" he murmured softly to himself. There was a piercing loneliness in the sprawling city that seemed to consume everyone, yet he felt acutely separate from it all. He functionalized through routines, sitting in coffee shops, watching real lives unfold, while he remained tethered to the past, his body merely an extension of his memories. Searching for authenticity had become a Sisyphean task. The circle of acquaintances he had formed felt more like a mirage, shimmering just beyond reach. Each interaction felt like a half-hearted attempt to capture a fleeting moment, a collage of misaligned sentiments and mismatched feelings that never quite fit. He took a step forward, the damp ground squelching beneath his shoes. What he needed wasn't companionship, but purpose. Leaving the past behind, he envisioned carving his own niche, crafting a life that was truly his own. He needed to become more than a reflection in the periphery. He longed to be the main character in his own story. And as he walked, the weight of expectation lifting ever so slightly, he was flooded with a fresh sense of resolve. The path ahead was uncertain, but it was also exhilarating. Astrious took a deep breath, inhaling possibility, and exhaled defeat. His steps quickened. The journey had only just begun. Forge ahead, he repeated to himself, each footfall connecting him tautly to the reality he yearned to embrace.